Never seen an Irish bitch like How did Sri Lanka manage to contain coronavirus 19 infection, preventing the new coronavirus from epidemic proportions compared to more advanced countries? We are an island surrounded by salt water, unlike big countries having neighboring countries attached by borders. How did they do it? Early reaction by the government and the health advisors was the key. A 22-member National Action Committee was set up by the ministry to prevent the spread of coronavirus in Sri Lanka. On the 27th January, the first confirmed case of the virus was reported in Sri Lanka, and that was a Chinese woman from Hubei province of China. She was promptly admitted to the National Institute of Infectious Diseases. She was fully recovered and discharged from hospital on the 19th of February. On 3rd March 2020, the first reported case involving a Sri Lankan origin outside Sri Lanka was reported in Italy. As of 23rd March 2020, 45 quarantine centers were built in the country by the Sri Lanka Army as a preventive measure to tackle the coronavirus pandemic. Nearly 3,500 people have been under quarantine in 45 quarantine centers, which also include 31 foreigners from 14 countries. On the 24th March, there was 102 diagnosed cases of coronavirus 19. On the 26th March, 106 cases were identified. These findings indicate that Sri Lanka has well controlled the spread. Further, by the 25th of March, Sri Lankan authorities tracked down over 14,000 people who had contracted the identified patients and ordered self-quarantine for them. So, Sri Lankan thinking is smart. Prior to 27th January, the Ministry of Health instructed the quarantine unit at the main Gunatillake airport to screen passengers for symptoms. The Department of Immigration and Immigration also informed all construction sites with Chinese resident visa holders to restrict Chinese employees to their respective workplaces and lodgings. After the first case was identified in January, the health authorities insisted that people wore a face mask. Prompt action was taken by the immigration authorities that passengers coming from Italy, Iran, or South Korea to be quarantined for 2 weeks. On the March 10, 186 people, 164 for Sri Lankan nationals, 20 Italian nationals and 2 South Korean nationals were placed under quarantine in Batticaloa. The 10th March 2020, 2 Sri Lankan origins living in United Arab Emirates reported with coronavirus cases were identified. On March 10th, the first Sri Lankan local national tested positive for coronavirus. A 52-year-old tour guide working with a group of Italians had tested positive. Sri Lankan government has requested the general public to practice proper hygiene methods and self-quarantine methods to safeguard from the disease. On March 14th, the Sri Lankan government declared 16 March 22 as a national public holiday to contain the coronavirus spreading in the country. On the 16th March, the Government Medical Officers Association requested the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to extend the public holiday to 1 week and close all ports of entry to the country. The government extended the public holidays to 3 days from 17th March to the 19th March due to the increase in the cases except for health, banking, food supply and transportation. On March 17, 2020, Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa stated that Sri Lanka has not reached full-time quarantine level and criticized the comparisons regarding the country's situation with lockdown in Italy, which was urged by Sri Lankan general public in the social media. The president also ordered the banking sector to not overburden the coronavirus hit business sector, which are unable to repay the loan, and ordered the banking sector to further extend the payback period to another 6 months. Minister of Health Pavitra Vanyarachi revealed that around 24 hospitals are available around to tackle the coronavirus emergencies. Teamwork, prompt organization, declaring intermittent curfews, public holidays, and most of people abiding by rules have curtailed the spread of the disease in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankans love rice and curry, and that is their staple food. Coconut is an ingredient used as scrapings, milk, oil, or the water in curry cuisines. Coconut has mainly medium-chain fatty acids and is a saturated oil. Lauric acid forms 50% of the oil, which has antimicrobial properties, destroying bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Spices used in curries are immune boosters and have medicinal values also. Turmeric, coriander, cumin seeds, mustard seeds, garlic, and ginger have all therapeutic values and in boosting your immune process. Mulligatawny and rasam, including chicken soup, to boost your immune system. So, these dietary factors may be partly responsible for curtailing the spread of the coronavirus. Hope you like this video and remember to be far apart with your loved ones and friends, though the hearts are kept close. Goodbye for now.